Catskills at the beautiful Concord Hotel in Kiamiasha Lake, New York. This is the site for the third spectacular legendary Puckett Billiards tournament. First prize, $10,000. 7 of the greatest players of all time will be competing. Hi, everybody. I'm Irv Brown. I'll be working with Alan Hopkins, the current 9-ball world champion. Alan, a great format. It's a round robin, 7-ball, 9-ball, 8-ball if there's a tiebreaker. 7-ball is a new and an exciting game.
Oh, it's very fast, too, Herb. It's a lot like 9-ball. You must shoot the lowest numbered ball first and run the balls in rotation. When you've ran all the balls off and you shoot the 7-ball, you have 3 pockets in which to make it, 2 corners and a side. Your opponent has the other 2 corners and 1 side. If you make it in his side of the table, you lose the game.
You know a lot about this game because this guy can play the game. Let's talk about 2 of the players involved today because you've gone against both of them. First of all, the defending champion, Luther Lassiter.
Probably one of my toughest opponents. He's a very great player. He won so many 9-ball tournaments, I can't even say how many. I figure him to be a big favorite here. He's won the tournament last year. He won 14 matches in a row, and he's very tough to beat once he gets going. He's a careful player, but he makes a lot of great shots.
All right, now he'll be taking on U.J. Puckett. What about Puckett?
U.J. Puckett's more of a daring player. He'll take a crazy shot when he doesn't have to. He could play it safe, but instead he'll try and bank the ball or shoot it somewhere else where he should be playing the safety. So I got to figure him to be an underdog against Luther.
Well, it's all coming up. We've got a great one for you. Lassiter and Puckett. Stick with us. All coming to you on ESPN. The Concord Resort Hotel as we begin, which should be very interesting, Alan. Luther Wimpy Lassiter, who is the defending champion, taking on U.J. Puckett. This is the lag.
Yes, they're lagging to see who will break the balls. The one closest to the bottom rail will have his choice of whether he wants to break the balls or not, and he will usually choose to break them.
Puckett.
Because it is an advantage, Irv, to break the balls in 7-ball and 9-ball, because if you make the 7 or the 9 on the break, playing either game, you win the game automatically.
U.J. Puckett taking on Wimpy Lassiter. Puckett is a colorful guy, might have the most powerful break in 9-ball going. He's got a colorful outfit, Al. He ain't fooling around.
He always wears his hat. He's got a powerful break in 7-ball, too, Irv. 7-ball, there's less balls. There's only 7 balls on the table. And they must run the balls in numerical order, going from 1 to the 7. Whoever makes the 7-ball will win the game in their designated side of the table. After U.J. breaks the balls, Luther will have his choice of what side of the table he wants to make the 7-ball in. He will usually take the side in which the 7 is closest to.
Our referee is Charlie Ursetti.
Is that what you want to do? Right from down there?
This is the guy who's responsible for 7-ball.
Yes, Charlie Ursetti devised the game. He wanted a speedy, fast game for TV.
Hold up, UJ, so I can give you the signal, okay?
Okay. Made up the game 7-ball.
It's interesting because you may not get a shot because we get a look at U.J. Puckett. He's ready to go.
What are we doing?
If the 7 goes on the break, the game's over.
That's right.
You'll see the 7 move a lot, too. And 7-ball gets a lot of action, where 9-ball gets a lot less action.
Okay, game number 1, Mr. Puckett break, 7-ball.
U.J. Puckett started playing as a pro at age 30.
There it goes.
That's game 1.
That's the game, Irv. I tell you, this game's fast.
U.J. Puckett leads 1-0.
The Puckett leads 1-0.
We're going best of 7. We'll play 4 out of 7 7-ball, 4 out of 7 9-ball. If we have a push, a tie, each player with 10 points, and we'll decide it best 2 of 3 8-ball.
Irv, this is the part of the game that makes it very tough to win. Your opponent doesn't even have to let you up to the table. If UJ keeps making the 7 on the break or makes a ball and keeps running out, he could run the set right out. Luther might not even get a shot.
That's right. It's amazing. This man does not look 75 years of age. I don't think you want to arm wrestle this guy.
Game
no,
number 2,
not
Mr.
really.
Puckett leads 1-0.
Oh, he broke him good again.
6-ball winner on the break. So Lassiter, your choice, what side?
All right, let's see what Wimpy decides what side he wants.
Most of the time, the opponent will take the side at which the 7 is closest to.
Okay.
See, in other words, it's closest to the rail on this side.
There.
So Luther has chose the side where the 7 is. Now UJ's still at the table because he made a ball, and he has a little bit of a tough run. He has to draw the cue ball back here. He'll hit it low and bring the cue ball back toward the 2. That's called draw English. He drew it a little too much, though. Striking the cue ball low, putting a backspin on the cue ball, bring the cue ball backwards. And that's what UJ just did, but he used a little too much draw English on that shot. He's got a tough shot here. I don't know if he has a pocket. Looks like he's going to play a safety.
2 ball.
Safety, trying to leave his opponent. No shot. And
Let's see if he snookers it.
Well, no, he didn't snooker him, but he's left him a shot.
Long shot.
2 ball.
This is Luther Lassiter, Elizabeth City, North Carolina. He's the defending champion.
He has a tough shot, too, Irv. He's got a long cut shot on the 2 ball. He's got to play the 2 along the rail in the corner and come back for the 3 ball. That's why he's elevating his cue stick. He's going to put some English on, left-hand English on the cue ball. Missed it. Very tough shot. And he got lucky.
He did. He gets a safe.
That's a snooker right there, Irv. You just mentioned snooker before. Snooker is being where you cannot hit the object ball directly. He cannot hit the 2 ball directly, so he's forced to go to the rail. He's snookered by the 4 ball right in front of the cue ball. And he's made a good hit.
Oh, almost makes a shot.
Look at here.
And he lucked the ball in.
One of the nice things, we'll hear all the byplay from not only Charlie Rossetti, but the competitors. Willie Mosconi just got up and took a look at this, the lay of the table. He liked it.
Good shot.
Position's everything, isn't it, Alan?
Yes, it is. It's a big secret of pool. Most important thing is position play. On a safety, when UJ makes a safety, like he kicked the ball in before, he must hit a rail, either the cue ball or the object ball. Here he's got a tough shot. He's going to have to come around the table for the 5.
Yeah, let's see if he kicks it. Ooh, not bad, huh?
Great shot. That was a great shot.
And the crowd appreciates it. We're at the Concord Hotel. Our expert analyst, the guy they call Young Hoppy, won the championship at age 25. Are you going to be around when you reach UJ's age playing in this?
I hope so.
He looks good, doesn't he?
I hope we don't have any opponents, though.
This is the guy who was a Texas Open champion 3 times. The 6 is down. He needs the 5 and the 7.
Not an easy shot either. He's got to hit it rather thin.
There's the cut. Ooh.
Overcut the ball.
Could the ball game be over now? The pool match?
Playing the 5 ball in the corner.
Yes, I believe Wimpy will put him away from here.
Once again, Wimpy has to put the 7 ball on a certain side. First things first. Got to sink the 5.
Seven ball in the corner.
He's left himself a little bit of a tricky shot. He's got the cue ball against the side rail, but he should make this. I don't believe he'll hit it too hard. It's his side of the table, so he'll make sure if he misses it, it'll stay near the pocket. But I believe he'll make this.
Game, Mr. Lassiter.
And he does make it, so the game goes to Wimpy Lassiter. We're tied at 1. The action on ESPN, Lassiter and Puckett are tied at 1. We've got more great action coming up from the Concord. Stick with it. Tied at 1. This is 7
3,
ball.
we're tied 1 game all. Mr. Lassiter breaks.
Luther has a good break too, Irv. He'll hit them hard. Get a little action out of the 7 ball.
So let's see what UJ decides. You made the comment, Alan, that you normally pick the side the 7 is closer to.
In this situation, Irv, there's no big advantage here because the 7's like almost in the middle of the table between the 2 rails. Not being in the center of the table, I mean the middle in between the bottom half of the table.
He's got to scatter him a little bit. They're kind of they're kind of tight down by the rail.
Here's a safety. And
Safety allowed.
Oh, is that sweet?
He didn't mean to do it that way. He got a little lucky there.
He says, I'll take it.
Puckett has the right-hand side of the table, which is very interesting.
Playing to hit the 1
Luther
ball.
would hit the 1 into the 7 over here and try and knock 7 on his side of the table, I think.
Nice shot. Look at this. Ooh. Crowd appreciates that. You know, you made an interesting comment while we were talking before the match. Weather has a lot to do with it. Humidity. It's been raining up here in the Catskills, and it really changes things, even though we're indoors.
Humidity makes it tough to play. It's sticky, the balls are sticky, and the rails jump a lot. If the ball touches the rail, it won't go. The table seems to be rather dry right now, though, because it stopped raining a little while ago.
I got to tell you, I was worried about you, young Hoppy. Jerry Cooney is training here, and you hit a ball out of his mouth. I'm glad you didn't miss, because I looked at Jerry Cooney's eyes, and you'd have broke one of his teeth. Afraid he'd have got you, young Hoppy.
I had him a little scared, didn't I? He's got a tough layout here. He's got to get perfect on the 3 ball, and there's a couple balls in the way. See if he gets down where he gets position on the 3.
All right, there's the draw.
No, he didn't get there. He didn't get where he wanted to. He's forced to play a safety here. Safety leaving his opponent no shot, or a very tough shot. He'll hit the 3 thin and bring the cue ball back down table where the end of his cue is. He'll go 3 rails with the cue ball.
Safety allowed.
1, 2, get over to this end rail probably, leave the cue ball right on there. There's the 3rd rail, and he's perfect.
All right, so what do you do here now if you're Lassiter? You've got to make some contact.
Hit the side rail over here. He's gonna hit the cue ball to the side rail and try and hit the 3. But he must get a rail after he hits the 3.
Play to hit the 3 ball.
He must either hit the 3 rail or the cue ball. Let's see if he does. No, he didn't. He missed it.
So now we have a ball in hand situation because of the scratch.
Anywhere on the table, or
ball in hand.
he has a cue ball anywhere on the table. Big advantage for professional player. I figured the game to be over now. I figure UJ to run out the game. He's got the 5 ball. I don't know if you can see where the 5 ball is on the screen. You can't see it now, but if he makes the 3, you see where the 5 is. The 5 ball's in a tough spot. It's up on
ball in the corner.
By the side pocket there, out against the rail, about an inch off the rail. He's going to have to get pretty good position on that to get on the 6 ball next after the 5.
This is the man that America got to know on 60 Minutes. This is the guy they call the extraordinary hustler.
Made a good shot there.
Excellent shot.
Very nice.
6 ball in the corner.
This thing looks like it's over.
Yes, any of these players get ball in hand or game figures to be over, but anything can happen. You never know.
First prize, $10,000, and all $25,000 in money. Ooh. And,
What a player.
Boy, you should never put it in the bank until you've gone.
That's what I was saying. Anything can happen.
Don't count those chickens before they hatch. So Lassiter gets a life. Doesn't look like he can really see the ball here, Al. Will he have to go the rail?
I think he snookered behind the 7 ball. Snookered meaning he cannot hit the 6 ball directly. Doesn't look like he's going to be forced to go to another rail and try and hit the 6. And no, he's going to play
left-handed. Look at this. Crowd likes it.
This is a spin shot. He's going to spin the ball into the 6 and try and make it rail first. Oh, great try.
Oh,
that was a great
with
try.
the left hand. Excellent effort that time by Lassiter.
6 in the corner.
The 7 ball for UJ must go on the right side, I believe.
7 ball in the corner.
And he's got perfect position. Ooh, came back a little far. I spoke too soon.
He'll be okay. If he misses this ball, he'll leave Wimpy a very tough situation. He won't hit this hard. He'll roll it toward the corner.
Game, Mr.
Very nice.
Puckett.
That's a game for Mr. Puckett, as you heard Charlie Ursetti. And that's a second game for UJ Puckett. Let's take a look at that spin shot that missed, Al. This is something with the left hand by Wimpy Lassiter.
A lot of left-hand English here he's using. Hitting the rail first, then hitting the 6 ball, trying to make it in the corner. But he really couldn't get enough of it to make it. He had to catch a little more of the ball.
Looking at the strategy of the game, would you have done that or would you have gone to the rail?
No, I'd have tried the same shot, but I might have used the bridge.
There's a look at Luther Wimpy Lassiter, 65 years young.
Pleasure to play with you.
How about that nickname, Al? How'd he get it?
Wimpy, he likes hot dogs and hamburgers.
All the pool players have nicknames.
Game number 4. Mr. Puckett leads 2-1.
You heard Charlie say this is game 4, best of 7. Here's the break by Puckett, who's still very powerful at 76 years of age.
Look at the action on the 7 ball. He's always moving the 7 around the table.
Your choice, Wimpy.
My choice.
Your shot, your choice.
Got a nice layout here.
Yeah, let's see what Wimpy chooses
Take
here.
that side.
All right, he'll take the far side. I guess we could say left, right, depending what the viewer is looking at. We'll say the left side.
On here, it's the bottom side of the screen.
1 ball.
It's got a not too easy a shot here. Gotta watch he doesn't scratch him the side here too. And
That was a tough shot.
yeah, you gotta watch out for the side pocket there. And made him miss the ball.
Lassiter, the world 9-ball champion, 1962, 63, 64, 67, and 71.
He's left UJ a tough shot. UJ will probably play a safety here, driving the 1 ball up table and bringing the cue ball over behind the 2 ball.
UJ looks like he ought to be on Bonanza. Remember Lauren Green?
And that's what he did. He
Plays a tough safe, too, doesn't he?
played
Looks
an
good.
excellent, excellent save. Very nicely done.
Shot, you did.
So Wimpy Lassiter hadn't been left too much. We saw him in an earlier effort try with the left hand, that spin shot. Now he's got some problems here. Let's see what he chooses to do.
Oh, he can hit it. He's got a view right through the 4 and the 3 ball. That's lucky right there. Oh, he hit it. Nice
Good
shot.
And he leaves it pretty tough.
He got a little lucky there. He hit the ball so thin he hardly moved it. Very tough shot to execute when you want to.
Puckett was the first runner-up in 1970, all-around champion.
Puckett will play a safety here, bringing the 1 ball down table, trying to hide the cue ball behind the 7 ball, and he's done it successfully. The 7 ball is right in between the cue ball and the 1 ball. Luther will be forced to go to the side rail and hit the 1 ball. Side rail or the bottom rail. I don't think he
hit the 1 ball.
Going to the bottom rail here. He's made a
Good
nice
hit.
hit. It's a good save. Well, it's a legal save. It's not a good save, but it's a legal save. He's left UJ a shot. And UJ has a chance here to win this game if he can sink the 1 ball.
Not bad, man.
You heard him. That's not bad. This guy really did gain national recognition in 1980 when he was on 60 Minutes, the extraordinary hustler. They call him the fast-talking showman. Still very active in the game. Looks good. Looks healthy.
Safety allowed.
He's in good shape for his age.
Well, let's see if Wimpy can see the deuce.
Playing to hit
No,
the 2 ball.
He's playing the bottom rail first. He's going to kick the 2.
Will he be playing safe, Alan?
Yes, he's going to try and kick the 2 up table and lead the cue ball down table.
Good hit.
And it's a good attempt.
Almost combo the 7. That's a good effort there.
He got lucky. There's a lot of luck involved in these games, Irv, especially when you're kicking at the ball. You never know how you're going to hit it. And whatever way you leave your opponent, all it really is mostly luck.
Aren't there days, though, where
Playing
you
to hit
just
2
don't
ball.
feel you can miss?
Oh, yeah. I feel like that all the time.
And he kicks it inside.
There's a nice shot by we're kidding a little bit here, and UJ just knocks one in. All right, how's the lay of the land here? Is it looking
ball.
pretty good for him?
Yes, he's got a nice layout here. He'll make the 3 and come down and back up for the 4 ball.
Ooh, he left himself a little...
4 ball.
He's okay.
You were talking earlier. You don't have to have the greatest eyesight to be a tremendous pool player. Steve Mizrak is nearsighted, I believe you said.
Yes, but it seems like his vision for 9 or 10
ball.
feet is excellent.
Yeah, it's not too bad there, huh? Well, and you also made another excellent point. Where it would really be tough is in snooker with the big table, where eyesight, in that situation, would be a handicap if you don't have great eyesight.
Well, they play on 6x12 pool tables over in England, and I believe your eyesight has to
6
play a
ball.
big role in
Your side at the
when
side
you're playing on a
now.
12-foot table.
How would you get
Where's my
positioned now?
pad? Over here?
Well, see, here's a big advantage now because of the side of the table that UJ has. He has the other side of the table. He's going to be forced to bank the 7 ball his next shot.
Well, looks like it's
Come
going to come
on,
down.
on
And,
the rail one time.
Unless he gets right on the rail. Oh, boy, he's made a great shot.
Look at this. U.J. Puckett, who leads this thing 2-1 over the defending champion, Whitby Lassiter. Look at that smile. He looks over here. Says, Alan, how am I doing?
Well, U.J. left himself a little more difficult than it looks from up here. He's got a tough cut shot, either in the side or the corner.
And it's on the line now.
Over here.
All right, there he goes. On the side.
He's going to go out to make this ball. I don't think he's going to try and lay it up in the pocket. He made it. Nice
Look at
shot.
that shot. Oh, what
a great shot.
Puckett moves up 3-1 with a sensational shot. All right. Best of 7. It's 3-1. Puckett over Lassiter. We'll have more action when we return. Back with you. Legendary Puckett Billiards. There's the story. Puckett leads 3-1, and he'll break them up again, Alan.
He made a great shot on the last 7 ball. Oh, fantastic. That could have won him the match here. He's liable to win the match because of that game right there. That was a big game. Here goes the set. There it is. He won the match.
There's the game right there. That didn't take long, and that is it. So the 7 ball is over. There's the handshake. Best 4 out of 7. In this case, it goes only 5 games. Let's take another look, Al, at the winner. The second time, Lucky Puckett, he calls himself.
No, he gets a lot of action on the 7 ball. He breaks them hard. And he won 2 games just making the 7 ball on the break. See, he's hitting the 1 ball, and the 4 ball is coming off the back rail and kicking the 7 into the 1 and into the side pocket.
Nice tight
Great
rack.
shot.
So the 7 ball competition is over. Now we go to 9 ball. If we have a tie, if Lassiter is able to win this competition, then we would go to 8 ball and break the tie.
Or this is a little more skillful here. I got to make Luther a big favorite here in the 9 ball. That's his game, and he's won many world titles at 9 ball.
What's interesting about Lassiter, he lost in his first match here last year. Did not lose another match, and he ended up the champion.
14 matches in a row. Never lost a match.
We're playing for $10,000 first prize money, and we drop down to 5, $3,500 for third, $2,500 for fourth, and then the other 3 competitors get $1,000. Here's the lag.
I think UJ's won the lag again.
Just like lagging pennies, huh?
Puckett wins the leg again.
So, UJ Puckett will break.
So I was telling you about the games, how fast they can go. 2 games there, we didn't even get to see any shooting. UJ made the 7 on the break twice.
And that's got to be frustrating if you're sitting out like Lassiter. You've been in that situation. You feel good. There's a look at Wimpy, and you're not going to get an opportunity.
Steve Mizrak did the same thing to me on TV. Made the 9 on the break twice to beat me.
And I saw Steve Mizrak play, I'm hurting for a name. Saw him on ESPN.
Earl Strickland.
Earl Strickland. And
yes.
Strickland was rolling. Everything going his way.
It's one of
Used
those
a
days.
jump shot one time.
One of those days you can't do anything wrong. That was Strickland's day.
9 ball, you do not have to call either side, unlike 7 ball.
Game 1, 9 ball, Mr. Puckett break.
They have all pockets to make the 9 in. After the break also, you don't have to choose a side here. 9 balls played with 9 balls, the 9 ball determining the winner. Whoever makes the 9 ball will win the game. If your opponent runs all the balls 1 through 8 and misses the 9,
on the break, Mr. Lassiter comes to the table,
your opponent gets up and makes the 9, he wins the game. Doesn't sound fair, does it?
No, doesn't leave a whole lot. What's Wimpy up to here now?
He's got a long shot.
Looks like he'll put a little draw English on it.
He's having a little problem with the pockets.
Talked to Wimpy just a little earlier. Said he hasn't played a whole lot up until the last 3 weeks. Feels that if he could play 2 solid weeks, that he could be as good as ever. I guess that's something a pool shooter feels he never really loses if he can just get enough practice time in.
I think practice is very important. He's going to play a safety here. I don't think he's going to try a shot.
Safety allowed.
Let's see if he hides the ball. Safety, snooker, whatever you want to call it. Tell you what, he leaves it on the rail.
You notice the 9 ball is black striped ball. Usually it's a yellow striped ball, but Charlie Ursetti made up a special 9 ball.
Charlie Ursetti is very kind to television because he also did the same thing with the 7 ball to make it better for the viewer. And 7 ball obviously is a good viewer participation thing while you're watching along. A lot of pool shooters out there would like to be doing this.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, and the sport has come so far. We'll have Minnesota Fats on a little later on, and you know, he is the renowned hustler, loves it. And yet now we have tournaments. You know, the sport has just come so far.
Oh, he played the 9, but he made it too. Nice shot.
Nice combination.
Combination, 1 into 9. A combination being when you play another ball into the ball you want to make.
Lucky Puckett, you heard him holler. Lucky Puckett has won this game, and he now leads 1-0 against Wimpy Lassiter. We'll be back with a lot more action. UJ Puckett will break. He leads 1-0. He won the best of 7-ball competition. If he can win the 9-ball competition, he picks up 20 points. He already has 10 points. We're going for $10,000. He breaks them up pretty good, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He has a very good break. He hits them hard. He controls the cue ball. He's got the balls wide open, and he's got another shot at the 9 here if he wants to hit the 1 thin and bring the cue ball down into the 9.
Now, do you do that, Al? Would you go for a combo right here? He is. Is it enough?
No. He scratched.
He scratched.
That's foul.
Was a dangerous shot.
Combinations are dangerous. This guy, it looks like he lets it all hang out, though. He's talking to the crowd.
As I mentioned when we were talking about these two players, I said that UJ was a daring player. He would take a lot of chances. And he took a chance last game. He shot the 1 into the 9. And he made it. This time, he shot the 1 and tried to make the 9 again off the cue ball and missed it. It could cost him the game.
Wimpy Lassiter, definitely a guy who can take advantage. 9-ball champion, 5 times U.S. Open champion in 1969. And the world all-around champion in 62, 63, 67, and 71. Going left-handed, Al.
Yeah, I don't know why he's shooting it left-handed. He could bring the cue ball back. Oh, he's going to play the combination next to 2 into the 9.
Oh, look at this. This thing could be over.
9.
I didn't like this shot. I wouldn't have done that. I would have played the run out. This is not an easy combination.
Could it be because he's behind? It maybe get a little frantic?
Well, let's see. If he gets out, he might make this combination. Very tough shot. He needed 2 into the 9. Nice shot.
He does it. We're tied at 1.
Great shot.
Wimpy Lassiter. Let's take another look, Al, and let you describe it.
This is very difficult. He has to hit the 2 perfect right into the 9, and he does. Oh, that's a great shot.
One more angle, Al.
This is a tough angle. He's got the cue ball along the rail.
Yeah, the ball is not sitting in the hole
He almost misses it, too, but he makes it. It's a great shot.
We're tied at 1. Best of 7, 9-ball. Puckett has 10 points. Got that in 7-ball. Wimpy Lassiter, how does he break?
Wimpy has a very good break also. He doesn't hit him as hard as UJ, but he gets the job done. He usually makes a ball on the break.
Game number 3, we're tied 1 game off.
He'll control the cue ball a little more than UJ, I believe. He'll try and keep the cue ball around. Oh, he let the cue ball go that time. He's made a ball.
3 ball.
Made 2
And the
balls.
1 ball on the break, playing the 2 ball.
I asked you how he broke, huh?
He hit them hard that time.
And they look like they're in pretty good shape
2
here.
in the corner.
Yes.
Going in the corner.
He's going to play another combination, I think, the 4 into the 9.
Look at this. I'll tell you what, he wants to end this baby
4
quick.
to the 9.
Doesn't want to miss the dinner hour maybe, huh?
Watch how much you have to stretch in this game. He's going to be leaning over the table.
Do you use the bridge? Haven't seen many people use the bridge yet.
Luther doesn't use it too often. He stretches a lot. I use the bridge. Instead of shooting lefty, I'll use the bridge. And he's missed it. See? That's why combinations are very dangerous.
4.
Tough shot. Anytime you shoot a combination, it's tough.
We're tied at 1 as UJ Puckett comes
4 in the
out.
corner.
He's got a nice layout here. It's a 7-ball. I don't know whether the 7-ball is along the rail or not, but he probably won't even go to the 7. He'll probably play the 5 and then play the 6. Or he might play the 5-ball bank into the 9-ball now. It's hard to say what he's going to do.
I'll tell you one thing that is a lock, and you can bet the house on it. This guy has the biggest feet of any of the players I have. Look at the size of those gunboats. Those
Yes,
got to
he
be
does.
14s. UJ, big hands and big feet are an asset in a lot of sports. Maybe it's the same way in pool.
He may come down 2 rails and try and make the 9 with the cue ball after he makes the 5. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's coming straight down.
6 into the 9.
He
Little
hit it hard
combination here, huh? Turnabout fair play. Do you like this shot here?
Yes, he's a favorite to make this one.
We're tied at 1. Puckett and Lassiter. It could be 2-1 right now going.
Notice how he's stretching across the table. I don't know if you can get a picture of him stretching, but he's really got to stretch on this shot, and he makes it. Oh, he didn't make it. Oh, look at that.
Boy, and I'll tell you what,
That's unbelievable. That ball stayed up.
Combination 6 into the 9.
and this thing is over now. Let's take a quick look at what caused
Stretching. See how he
UJ.
stretched? He might have been better using a bridge there. He had to stretch all the way across the table. Could have caused him to miss the 9. Now he's left Luther
Yeah,
a
this-
very simple shot. Luther will put this away. Irv, I'm not too much of a betting man, but I'd have to bet he makes
6
this.
into the 9.
Would you say that you could put your house on this one?
Yes.
Game is the
And he
Lassiter.
does. Mr. Lassiter is the winner. That's his second game. So Wimpy Lassiter wins the second game. He leads UJ Puckett 2-1. We'll be back with more action right after this. Story, and boy, we may look back at this one when UJ Puckett had a ball that you were sure was going down the 9, didn't, and instead of him being up 2-1, he's down at a single.
I think stretching and hitting the 6 ball into the rail
Game number
before he hit the
4.
9 made him miss that
Lassiter
ball.
leads 2-1. 4 and 6 on the break.
4 and 6 go down on the break. Al, let me ask you this. What does that do to Puckett emotionally? You took a look over and he's been so happy-go-lucky and everything. Look a little down.
Oh, he'll be okay. It's just another game. Here's an interesting situation. The 3 ball is tied up with the 5 ball at the bottom, top of the screen. He may play the 9 ball here, the 1 into the 9. He's going to play the 9 here, I believe. He's going to try and whack the 9 ball around and hope he lucks it in the pocket. Because the 3 ball is tied up, he can't run out. So he may win the game if he gets lucky and makes the 9. Oh, he missed the 9 completely.
Well, he breaks him up.
He tried to cut the 9 in and he missed it completely.
See if he gets a break and plays safe.
One
No, the
ball.
1 is free.
Yeah, didn't leave UJ too much of an easy shot. He's got a long, straight shot, which he has to draw back for the 2 ball.
And the longer you shoot and you try and draw it, it's going to be tougher.
Yes, it is. A very tough shot. See, and he missed it. Missed it and left Luther an easy shot.
The fundamentals
in the
of
corner.
drawing the cue ball, is it something that the novice out there can work on? Is there some tip you can give them?
Yes, it requires a lot of concentration, striking the cue ball low, concentrating on keeping your stroke straight, and following through.
Look at the position on the deuce.
Perfect.
2 ball on the side.
He really impresses me. He plays that cue ball as good as anybody.
He sure does. He's a great player. He's won so many titles. Between him and Irving Crane and Willie Marsconi, I think in the last 50 years, they must have held 80% of
3
the
ball
titles,
corner.
I think. 70 or 80% of the titles. The world titles.
All right, the 4 is down. He's got the 3. The 5 is hidden now. What do you do here, Al?
He'll come down table on the same side he's on. He'll go to side rail and back over, I believe. Oh, he hit it easy. He's going to stay on that side so he can make the 5. He could have made it on
5
either
ball in the
side.
corner.
He's going to stay on this side, make the 5. He'll probably play it rail first.
Go to the
here,
rail.
so he can come out for the 7. See if he hits the rail first. No, he didn't. He
Oh.
scratched.
So it'll be ball in hand, and that should be over when you're ball in hand.
Got to slip that damn ball.
Let's take a look from the overhead, Al. This is a great angle we have.
I can't believe he played it like this. He
5
should have
ball,
played it rail
which is
first.
Puckett
Instead of
out
rail
ball in
first, he
hand,
hit the ball
playing the
straight on
5
and
in the
caused him
corner.
to scratch. That was just a careless error on his part. I think he meant to play the rail first.
Let's see if UJ runs out.
7 in the corner.
He's got him set up pretty good here.
Yes, he does. He's going to have a little problem getting from the 8 to the 9. It depends how he gets on the 8. It's all position play. If he gets the right angle on the 8 ball, he'll come around for the 9 next.
I don't have time to hit it.
8 ball in the corner.
Well, UJ's talking again, so he's feeling better. I like it. All right.
2 rails, I believe, or 1 rail. Oh, he's left himself.
Shot, UJ.
Good shot. He's made a good shot.
He trails 2 games to
9 in
1,
the
has an
corner.
opportunity to tie it up. This is 9 ball. Best of 7.
Game is
And that's a
Puckett.
game. The game to UJ Puckett. So we're tied. Lassiter and Puckett are tied at 2. UJ picked up 10 points in the 7-ball competition. Trying to wrap up the match right here. Trying to pick up 20 points.
Both have made a few careless mistakes, which The match is up in the air now. It all depends who gets a little lucky from here. If UJ makes a ball in the break and gets a shot, he figures to pull ahead 3-2 and be tough for Luther to come back.
Is it tough coming out of the shoot first, being the first two
games off.
pool shooters?
Yes, it is, Irv. These players are not used to playing on TV all the time. They play in the Legends. They play once a year on TV. And I think when it first starts, they have to get used to it again and get relaxed.
Tell you what's interesting.
No
Willie
ball to Puckett on the
Moscone
break.
has not taken his eyes off the
shoots the one
table.
ball.
He's sitting across the
Hit
way.
him like a little girl.
You heard how you hit her like a little girl, says UJ.
I have a theory about Willie Moscone watching the game, Irv. Last year when he played in it, Luther won it, and he's watching Luther and watching him play. I think that's why he's watching the match.
Do you learn from other players? Have you copied somebody's style at all?
It's not the idea of copying. You learn things all the time when you watch. You might see something funny happen that you could use to your advantage. In other words, you could do it on purpose instead of just being lucky. He's played a safety.
This is Wimpy Lassiter, 65 years of age.
Made a good save.
Yes, he
You
has.
got me.
You got me. You heard UJ Puckett. If we could just get UJ to come out of his shell.
He's going to have to go to the rail here. He does. He makes a good shot.
Excellent shot. Is he going to get a safety out of this?
It looks like he might. No, it's coming up. He'll have the
One in the
ball.
corner.
Rather easy shot. It's not just making the
Hit it
ball, Irv,
good.
it's position
Like I
play.
knew I
Position
would.
play is very important. When you're playing 9-ball, everybody thinks you're just trying to get on the, make the 1 ball and have a shot at the 2, but you really look where the 3-ball is. So you can play position off the 2 to get on the 3. So really you're looking 2 balls ahead, sometimes 3 balls ahead.
Inside.
Depends how tough the rack is. In this situation, Luther is looking at the table. He's looking to see, he's on the 2-ball now, he's looking to see what angle he wants to get on the 3 so he can get on the 4 with no problem. So he's really looking 2 balls ahead all the time. That's a big
Three in the
secret
corner.
in 9-ball when you're playing 9-ball or any rotation game, to always look at the 3rd ball. In other words, the ball you're shooting, you want 2 more balls up from that.
Is there one game that pool shooters who are making a living doing this find more difficult than others? And not necessarily talking snooker or golf on a snooker table, but talking this size table, whether it's 7-ball, 9-ball.
Probably the toughest game is probably a game called 1 pocket. Each opponent has 1 pocket.
Yeah, in fact, 1 pocket is a big gambling game that people like to compete.
Yeah, so he's got a very tough shot here. He's playing the 4. He makes
Look at
it.
this.
Playing the 4 on the side and coming around for the 5. That's a great shot.
Oh. Hand-eye coordination, that's what it's all about.
He
Have
should-
to ask you about left-handed pool shooters. Saw a thing the other night on TV about left-handed hitters in baseball, that their brain waves get a little better. Do you go against many lefties?
Sure, some of the greatest players in pool are left-handers.
corner.
There's like 2 or 3 of them. You have Mike Siegel, you have Steve Miserak. There's a lot of 3 cushion. Harold Wurst was a 3 cushion. Was a pool player with left-handed. He was a great player.
All right, here's the draw English. Let's see how he does it here.
He missed it.
Doesn't get the shot. There's nothing like watching the cue ball being sucked back, though. Somebody who can really draw the cue ball. It's an art. It really is, particularly from a long distance.
That's draw English. Striking the cue ball low.
We're tied at 2. Best of 7.
See the bridge on the side pocket? It's an open hand bridge. Striking the cue ball, coming back up for a 7. Hits it, makes a great shot here. Gets perfect on the 7 ball.
You know, one of the things that we've talked a lot about the last couple days here is stamina. Minnesota Fats told me he played once for 5 days. I think you said that you played a couple of days straight.
2 days I've played straight. 1 pocket I've played.
You
It's,
like his position shot here now?
Yes, he's fine. He'll have no problem with this. You have to be in shape to play this game, or it's not. You just can't. I work out a little bit. I think these players all do a little kind of exercise or something to keep in shape.
Game is Puckett.
There's
Good
the
shot.
game to Mr. Puckett. So UJ moves up 3 games to 2. Puckett has already won the 7-ball competition, trying to wrap up the 9-ball competition. Utley J. Puckett has won his 3rd game. Wimpy Lassiter has 2 in the legendary Billiards. Hoppy, the money pocket, because UJ can smell it. He can move up 20 points now if he can win this game.
He's a big favorite here. He's breaking. He's ahead 3-2. Luther's got his hands full. could make the 9 on the break. He hit him.
No ball to Puckett on the break.
He hit him hard.
Lassiter comes to the table playing the 1 on the side.
So Wimpy will play the 1 on the side here then.
Yes, sir. He's got his work cut out.
Keep in mind, this guy started slow a year ago and then came back and won it all.
They can never count him out.
How do you like the way they sit this time?
Yeah, he's got
2 ball.
a little bit of a problem when he gets on the 6 ball to get back to the 7 ball. He's got to get perfect on the 6.
3 ball on the side.
He should have no problem getting to the 5, but he'll play the 3 in the side here.
You made a comment earlier that you want to talk about a little bit. You prefer to play in sneakers, tennis shoes.
Yes, I do, and not in a tuxedo either. I don't think professional pool players should have to play in tuxes.
4 ball in the corner.
Wimpy Lassiter trails at 4 games, or 3 games to
5
2,
ball
I
in the
should
corner.
say. Needs to run out, really. Needs to run out and get a shot at the tiebreakers.
No, I think he'll run out here. All depends how he gets on the 6 ball here.
6 ball in the corner.
He's got himself a little bit of a funny angle here.
What about the position after he makes a shot, if he makes a shot?
Well, he's got to watch out for the side pocket. He doesn't want to draw the ball into the side pocket. Oh, great shot.
Great shot is right.
Great shot.
7 in the corner.
So he's got the 7, 8, 9. They sit pretty good, don't they?
Yes, should have no problem here. Play the 7 ball in the corner. The 8 ball in the corner by him.
8 ball in the corner.
And come up table for the 9 ball. 2 rails, he'll come up table.
So you actually put a little follow on this and come up 2 rails in.
Yes, he'll use follow with right-hand English, hitting the cue ball on the right-hand side. As you can see him striking the cue ball on the right-hand side there. Bringing the cue ball up table.
9 ball in the corner.
Right-hand English and follow. And he's left himself a nice shot on the 9.
Trying to tie it up. Down 3 games to 2 to UJ Puckett. This is Wimpy Lassiter. He can win it right here, the 3rd game.
And he does.
And he does. So we're tied at 3 in the 9-ball competition. UJ Puckett going against Wimpy Lassiter, and we'll decide it. Game number 7 in this best of 7 competition coming up. 1 foot on a banana peel and the other over the side, and he hung on. He won the 3rd game to tie it up.
Well, UJ was a favorite before this game because he was breaking and he was ahead 3-2. Now he's an underdog because Luther is breaking and it's tie.
Trailing by 1 set.
Anytime you're breaking, you're the favorite. And he's hit them hard, but he hasn't made anything. That's a tough break. But he's left a tough shot for UJ. UJ doesn't really have a shot.
Look at Willie Mosconi, the intensity. He just stood up to check out the table. Here's a man who's been in a million games himself. Willie just had a little surgery on the right ear and went through some trick shots and doing a few things. But taking a look, it's so important to him. Well, I guess you just never lose those competitive juices, even when you're not playing. He's not in this game.
He's not playing in the competition?
That's the latest that we heard. He had been dizzy. There had been some speculation whether or not he was going to give it a try. And the latest that we'd heard is that he wasn't feeling good.
It's an interesting rack here. The 6 and the 8 ball. I don't know if you can't see them right now, but the 6 and the 8 on top right-hand side of the screen are tied up. There's nothing really he can do with the 6 ball. He may shoot at the 9 ball here and try and make the 9. I think that's what he's doing.
I think you got that figured.
It's a free shot, or free shot meaning that even if he leaves his shot after this, as long as he doesn't leave a combination on the 9 for UJ, he'll be okay. He'll get another turn at the table. Oh, he hopped them both off the table.
Now what do we have? We have a scratch.
That's a scratch. The 1 ball come up on the spot, and the cue ball will be ball in hand, and he's left UJ the combination into the 1-9.
A question if the spot is covered for the person trying to pick up the rules. Now, if the spot were covered? Let's take a quick look, Alan.
He's hopped the cue ball and the 1 ball right off the table. He hit it way too hard. He dug into the cue ball, banging it into the slate. And it caused the cue ball to jump and make the 1 ball hop when it hits it. And he's won the match.
There's Mr. Puckett. You heard Charlie Ursetti say.
You know what, really?
And listen to UJ.
He's a 20-to-1 shot over me.
A 20-to-1 shot, says UJ Puckett, but UJ Puckett just picked up 20 points as he has defeated Wimpy Lassiter in the game from the legendary Puckett of Billiards.
Ball, and Lassiter is one of the greatest players in the world. And I was very fortunate, and I think that Mr. Hopkins was right. He always picks everybody against me, and he's right. You know, I've been playing very lucky. Last year, you know, the first year they had this thing, I finished 4th. Last year, I finished 2nd. And this year, I've got a good start.
What? Well, let's find out. Do you really pick against him every time?
Well, my reason for doing that, Irv, is because you're always taking chances, UJ. I feel there's a little more safety involved, but you take the chances, and in this match, it paid off with Luther. You know, your chances paid off. You made a lot of combinations. You made the 7 on the break twice, and the 9 ball, you made another combination on the 9 to win. What more can you say?
What more can you say? We're going. Thank you for joining us. We had a good time. Hope you did too.